It's Friday. You already know what time it is. Black gloves on. It's where your sneakers Friday. Let's get it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Skinny Hardaway, and this is Retro Heat Check. Checking in one more time for the real hoop heads out there. And as always, thank you all for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments, and your questions. Continue to bring those questions in. Fellas, I'm challenging y'all, fellas. These last couple of weeks, the ladies have been kicking y'all butts as far as these questions. Step up, man. Step up. They killing y'all right now in the Hoophead Haven. I'm just saying. I just report the truth. That's all. I don't make the truth. I just report the truth. But definitely appreciate you all for your participation. I truly believe that the question and answers that we do each and every Wednesday, I think that's probably one of the best ways that we can interact with each other. Definitely, I encourage all your questions, whether it's about sneakers, current NBA, past NBA. Shoot, we can even talk about other sports if you want to. It just doesn't matter. Just as long as we are all communicating and sharing our thoughts within the group, that's all I encourage. So continue to do that. Definitely appreciate it. Big shout outs go out to the squad. You already know what it is, man. These are my guys. I stand 10 toes down with these guys. We stand in the paint. We stand on truth. We stand on facts. Hey, man, when you have that in your arsenal, you can never lose a battle. These are my guys. We all have different approaches, different subject matters, different ways of attack, but at the same time, we're all on the same side. Even if we have small disagreements here and there, that's part of it. It's always about healthy dialogue and debate. That's how we get our ideas across. So, big shout outs to the squad, and that goes Sports and Fitness Rants, my bro, Uncommon Sense, Scap Attack, Too Raw for Sports TV, Uncut Hoops, Angry Old Hoops, NMB Sports TV, Michael Jordan fans are the best, Kobe Bryant Film Room, My Twin, Phenomenal Fitness, Prince Sports, Man Down Sports, Dreamers Pro TV, Ticket TV, Geechee Life Sports Talk, get in tune, Jordan versus LeBron, The Real Mind Crime, Shekel Storm NBA, The Allen Ricks TV, NBA Facts Self Research. Get in tune with these guys. And if you guys haven't given them a chance or whatever, or if this is your first time checking them out, tell them Skinny sent you. These are my brothers. I support them, and you should too. Thank you. And shout outs to all you guys. Once again, didn't have any hoop heads joining into the Haven today, so this is another closed meeting. The doors are closed today. The doors are closed to the Hoop Head Haven, but hey, we still gonna keep it rocking. You already know what it is. And today we just gonna get down to it. You already know what time it is. The Black Gloves is out. So you already know what time it is. It's time for us to talk about some really hot sneakers from back in the day. And today is no different. And today is definitely a cool show for me. This is one of my favorite sneakers of all time. This was a shoe that was when they came out, I was in middle school, and these shoes were fire. They were all over the courts, from the NBA all the way down to high school, all the way down the street, all the way down to the street level. This shoe was amazing. This shoe right here set the tone for a small sub segment of the brand. Set the tone for one of the greatest NBA players in history. And basically, man, just one of the greatest sneakers of the 90s. And man, I can't wait to talk about these. These right here are one of my favorite sneakers from back in the day, and that is the Nike Air Max Uptempo 96. That's these bad boys right here. These beauties right here. As you can see, man, these shoes right here are absolutely amazing. I love these shoes. I love just the look of them. Man, the shoe right here is the focus of today's Wear Your Sneaker Friday. Let's talk about the Nike Air Max Air Max Uptempo 96. Man, this was a shoe once again created by by Wilson Smith II, who basically is the author and creator of the Uptempo series. They had the previous Uptempo 94s that came out, and they were a good start. The 95s was an even bigger jump, but I think the Air Uptempo line really didn't take off until 96. When these dropped, these were an instant smash, immediate response. These came out, I would say around December of 95. So not a lot of people copped these in 95. These weren't really in a lot of stores by then, but by early 96, by January, right after New Year's, early January 1996. That's why they get the name 96, because really in 1996 is when this shoe truly blew up. Truly blew up in 96. It's known by Nike as the most let me say this right. Known by Nike as the most air cushioning we've ever put in a shoe. The first Nike basketball shoe with a full length air unit all around. This is a full length air unit that goes all around the shoe, and it's visible from in most pockets with the wavy design. It made it a lot easier for this look to be pulled off, because with the waves and the bubbles, that's pretty much what Wilson was going for when he designed these shoes. He wanted it to have like a wavy look, kind of like a kind of like the look that he gave in another sneaker that he designed, the Nike Air Bacon, which really had a wavy kind of like grill look to it, kind of like a barbecue grill. I think that's why they called it the Air Bacon, because it did look like it was something that was baked in the oven or fried on the or barbecued on the grill. So he was always into bubbles and waves, thanks to also his graffiti background. He was a tagger for many years, a graffiti artist, converted into a sneaker designer. So a lot of his his designs were definitely inspired by his graph art years. You can see the Air Tempo logo right there. Probably one of the more underrated logos in Nike basketball. I definitely love that logo. It's very simple in its design, but it also kind of tells the story, because this is a shoe that it was appreciated by all 5 positions on the court. This was a sneaker, truly a sneaker that was a versatile sneaker that a guard could wear, a forward could wear, or a center could wear. Although this shoe was kind of designed for the more athletic guys, yeah, everybody was wearing these. This was a shoe. Usually Nike has shoes where kind of like the guards wear, or the big men wear, or the guys in between, they would wear. But this was truly a shoe that anyone on the court could actually wear. This was a sneaker that pretty much that pretty much had taken over just due to its simple yet cool design. I think that these right here, this colorway right here was actually the jump off sneaker of the 96 Uptempo. The white with the black with the teal in the bubbles, as you could probably see, has a little bit of teal in the bubble. And on the bottom as well. Uh, Pretty simple outsole, just the ovals that lead to the visible air unit at the bottom. Man, this was just a shoe that just, this was a shoe that pretty much, like I said, was the start of the Uptempo line, which led to the Air Max Air Max 2 Uptempo, and also the Air the Air More Uptempo. That's the more famous one that Scottie Pippen wore with the air across the front. This was the shoe that kind of kicked it off. And speaking of Scottie Pippen was the face of this sneaker. Was definitely the face of this sneaker. Literally, I should have. I was trying to find the ad, and I probably should have did a little bit of harder research. But I was kind of, under the gun at work. So I really didn't get a chance to actually look for it, but I definitely remember some of the advertisements for the Nike Air Uptempo, and they had one in particular where they had Scottie Pippen. It was a super close up of his nose. It was like a super close up. One was a close up of KG's hand with the rubber band, because he's known for having the rubber bands on his wrist, and it just had his hand with all the rubber bands on there, and then they had a very, 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 very close up picture of Scottie Pippen's nose. Look it up if you ever get a chance to check it out. But this was a shoe, like I said, everybody wore these, from Scottie Pippen, who was the face. You had guys like Mitch Richmond who wore these. You had guys like Tony Kukoc who wore these. You had guys like Kevin Garnett also. This was a shoe that Kevin Garnett wore. Actually, this was the exact pair that Kevin Garnett wore on the court as a member of the Minnesota Timberwolves. These were basically his shoes. Scotty's looked like this, but his Nike swoosh was red. He had a red with a black trim Nike swoosh with red bubbles. I love Scottie Pippen's, but to be all the way honest, the sleeper of them all was the Orlando ones. I love the Orlando ones. The Orlando with that photo blue, with the white, with the black. Just, oh man, it just popped it just popped so greatly. It just jumps right off it jumped right off the screen when you watch like Horace Grant or somebody wearing them. They definitely popped right off the screen. But yeah, Scottie Pippen was the face of these. Kevin Garnett was also a face of these. But plenty of guys wore these. Tim Duncan, this was actually the shoe of choice when Tim Duncan was in college. And even I'm probably gonna put this picture up in the on my in my community. Actually, Kobe Bryant wore these majority of his senior year. Although this sneaker did not match the colorway of of Lower Merion High School's uniforms, which were maroon and white, but he wore these bad boys on the court while he was doing his thing his senior year. This was a shoe that pretty much, like I said, everybody wore, from the pros to college players, all the way down to your high school players, your street ballers. I mean, guys would wear these off the court. These were probably one of the best shoes to wear off the court during the time. This was a time where basketball sneakers were just as dope off the court as they were on. And this was definitely one of this type of sneakers that I definitely loved rocking. Put these on with a pair of Nike shorts or some sweats or whatever, man. You're good to go, man. You're definitely on your way. This shoe is definitely one of the greatest basketball sneakers that Nike has ever come up with. Wilson Smith II, man, kudos to you. Hats off to you. This is a beautiful sneaker. Love these shoes. Definitely love these shoes. Man, I mean, to be all the way honest, these shoes were definitely these were definitely one of the Nike's more popular shoes. Actually, this was one of the first Nike basketball sneakers of the 90s that got retroed in the 2000s. These came back, I want to say 2016. Yeah, 2016 was the 20th anniversary of these shoes dropping. And don't fret, guys, don't fret, because these actually make a return later on this year in this exact colorway. This exact colorway will be the first of the Air Uptempo 96s that will drop. So if you ever missed out on these, if you ever missed out on these, or you want to recop these to bring back the nostalgia into your closet, these will be dropping very soon. So please be on the lookout for these bad boys, because they are coming back. Nike slash Jordan are on a crazy run right now, especially when it comes to the retros, and I'm so hyped that these are coming back. Although these are the 2016 pair, I believe. I believe these are 2016. Oh, my bad, 2014, 2015. I'm sorry. These came out like 2014, 2015. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said 2016. But yeah, these are coming back. These are making their comeback. Once again, I implore you to get a pair. I may cop another pair, but these are such. I kept these in such great condition because, like I said, I love my sneakers. Wear your sneakers, but also take care of your sneakers, and then they can last a little bit longer, such as these. If I definitely love the look. I hope that you guys all cop a pair, man. If you're there, get your nostalgia on with these bad boys. I don't think that Nike will hit you over the top of the head too bad for these. I hope not. Um, I think when these dropped, I think these were around 200. But when they dropped back in 1995, I want to say these was probably like maybe 150, something like that. But yeah, these were definitely a sneaker that if you were a hoop head of the 90s, these were a shoe that you loved a lot. This was one of the greater sneakers of the 90s. I definitely love Nike's 90s run. I think it was unprecedented. I think it's a run that will not be matched by any sneaker company ever. To be honest, I don't even think Nike could. Well, I mean, if they have the right designers, I think they could probably replicate that. But this is something that Nike has not replicated in a long time, having such a long sustained run as the 90s. So many different and diverse silhouettes out here, and the 96 Uptempo is probably one of the favorites, and it's a hoop head's favorite. It's one of my favorite sneakers of all time, one of the greatest. But real quick before I dip off, definitely want to say congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks. Shout outs to you guys, man, for taking care of business, dispatching of the Minnesota Timberwolves, beating the crap out of them on their home court. Hey, man, it sucks if you're an Anthony if you're an Anthony Edwards fan. Definitely it sucks. Anthony Edwards, hey man, you got to keep it real with you, bro. Love your attitude, love your approach to the game, but when you do this and the game don't back up, you're right for the pickings as far as getting that slander, getting the smoke. And I don't discriminate when it comes to the smoke. So Anthony Edwards, as the you are a young guy being compared to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't go out like that. Michael Jordan wasn't dropping 16 points and 19 points and just going quiet. You know, Michael Jordan found ways when the jumper wasn't working, he was going to the cup. When he wasn't going to the cup, when going to the cup wasn't working, he worked off of his defense. His defense became his offense. He was getting steals and blocks and filling passing lanes. And, you know, he was doing everything that he could to will his team to win. Walking off the court, not shaking hands, bad move. Bad move. Bad move. Like, don't get Don't get in don't get into that LeBron James area of sportsmanship. Don't do that. If you got that Michael Jordan comparisons and stuff, they're trying to hold you to a higher standard. People are holding you to a higher standard. Don't sink down to LeBron's level. Don't do that, because you're going to be destined to be on the side of LeBron James, getting that flame every single time you step out on the court and mess up. Don't be like that. Do not go down that path. And we definitely love things about you. You can definitely be potentially the face of the NBA. As far as I think right now, I think the face of the NBA is Jokic. I think that he's the face of the league right now. You can argue and say it's Luka. Either way it goes, these are guys that are on top of their game right now and should be respected as such. Anthony Edwards, if you trying to get there, you definitely gonna have to work on a few things, like your jump shot. Get your jump shot consistent. If you want to be Michael Jordan, you need to get to the point where your jumper is so wet that no matter where you at on the floor, although you need to find a favorite spot on the floor, but you need to get to the point where no matter where you're at on the floor, you are guaranteed to hit that jump shot. Work on that jump shot. Work on that mid-range. You get a dangerous mid-range, you would definitely be the most dangerous man in the league. Get yourself a mid-range. Get yourself a mid-range that is consistent. That can be your most consistent shot. Get on it. Cat and Rudy, soft. I don't care. You got outplayed by a rookie. Lively was down there dog walking both of you. Cat, you shot your team out of so many games this series. Shooting threes. Why are you shooting threes and you're damn near 7 feet tall? Take your ass down there on that block and do what you're supposed to do. Rudy, stop giving him the defensive player of the year. Like I keep saying, I'm going to keep banging on this drum until somebody hears me. Bam Adebayo is the best defensive big man in the league. The most consistent defensive big man in the league. Stop playing with him. Stop sitting up here putting him on first team all defensive teams and not giving him his proper respects and giving him that award. He is the best defensive player from the big man position in the league. He is the best defender in the league. Stop playing with Bam Adebayo, man. Stop playing with him. Stop giving it to bum-ass Rudy Gobert, soft Rudy Gogurt, Rudy Yogurt, soft. You know what I'm saying? And he I hate to say this, but he is definitely the embodiment of the stereotypical French dude. Soft, just the soft French dude. He is literally that. And I hate to say that. I hate to put them, but sometimes stereotypes can be true. And in the case of Rudy Gobert, he definitely is that. He definitely is that soft Frenchman. Definitely got to get your stuff together, Minnesota. We'll talk about this more on Monday, but I just want to just let that be known. That definitely highly disappointed. And if you are going to be the man, you need to step your game up. If you're trying to be, talking about you don't want to be like Mike, that's fine. But guess what? They saddled that on you. So obviously they see something in you. You need to work on your game this summer. Please don't. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no trash talk. I don't want to hear about anything. The only thing I want to hear is that Anthony Edwards is in the gym working on his game. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. You have been placed into the same class as Penny Hardaway, Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, Harold Miner, whoever, as far as the next Jordan. You are the latest incarnation of this theory. And right now, there's some good, but there's a whole lot of bad that needs to be addressed. And this playoff series exposed a lot of your bad. Shoot, heck, even at the end, towards the end of the Denver series, exposed a lot of your bad traits. You need to hit that gym, man. Work on your game. But with that being said, sorry, I just had to say that. We'll speak on that more, hopefully on Monday. But with that being said, to all my hoop heads, it's the weekend. You already know what time it is, man. I know you guys want to kick back and relax. do you guys, but do it safely, do it responsibly. Love on them babies, love on your family members, love on your loved ones. Tomorrow is not promised. Be responsible, be respectful, have a clear mind and good intentions in your heart. You'll go places, you'll go far. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful, be responsible, be a good citizen out there. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you enjoy your weekends. Enjoy your weekends, relax, have fun, do all that stuff. And then we reconvene and come back around to Hoophead Haven Monday evening. And with that being said, man, it's your boy, Skinny Hardaway. And it's another episode of Retro Heat Check in the books. With that being said, I'll leave you with these words. Peace. And wear your sneakers. Man, these are so tough. I promise you these are so tough. You better cop these when they drop this year.